For what? We ain't doing none of that. You want us to salute the flag for what? You want us to come join you and vote for what? We ain't doing none of that, man. This is ISUPK under Commanding General Your Honor, aka Real Nigga University. We ain't going out like that. This is a wicked place, man. Everything about it is wicked. Every president is wicked. Not just Trump. All presidents that served this country was a bunch of bastards, man. Every last one of them. Y'all think Donald Trump was the first wicked president? What American history you read when you going to school? You in that much of a denial about where the hell you live at? Right. Then you see why don't let it change. Because black people are in denial about their reality. Right. We ain't in denial about our reality. Right. We didn't face the facts that God is against this damn place. And seeing that He against this place, God said in the Bible to separate from America. That's how you're gonna be saved.
Loading up the brothers loading on the move. I was moving stuff out of the vault, moving stuff out of the vault into the storage. It was spiritual because we loading up the brothers loading up the van. The van got so packed. You was there. The van got so packed up that they was putting stuff in the side of the van, and as they were putting stuff in the side of the van, a bag fell out and broke open. Mirage saw it. His eyes popped open like a cartoon. He didn't say nothing at first. I didn't know what was wrong with him. I said, you got it out? Yeah, I got it. Come. He picked the bag up, put it back up on the shelf. Then he turned to me. He said, sir, you got them tapes over there. I said, all right, go on, take them. Let me tell you something. The paper, oh, damn. The paper on this tape is brown. And the reason why this paper is brown, because this tape is 35 years old. Older than most of you young troopers up in this troop. 35 years old, this tape is right here. It's so old that the paper turned brown. You see that label up there? Look at that shield. Men lived and died for this. Men lived and died so that this, it is. Men lived and died for this. Okay. What does it say? I can move it for you how you need me to. Bible breakdown. I was trying to read it off of that. That's all right. Men lived and died for this right here. Back then, they would make the recordings and put the tape inside with the original 12 tribes in there. Can't nobody tell you we ain't the original. Can't nobody tell you this is not the truth. Everything that came after this is fake. Everything that came after this was somebody trying to create something for themselves, not for Yahushua. A real man of the Lord would have come into the work of the Most High and gotten his penny. Instead, like the scriptures say, if you go another way, you're like a thief. That's right. Look at that there. 1 West 125th Street. Even had an 800 number. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we got down. So like I didn't mean to run so long on. So Mariah has a whole bunch of those tapes, and he's going through them now, and he's gonna be bringing them tapes out, man.
Let me find out.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, run it!
Did you know enslaved black people were literally wrapped up and given as Christmas presents? This wasn't some rare occurrence. It was a calculated practice designed to reinforce the brutal reality that human beings were considered property. Louis Hughes, who escaped slavery, wrote about being presented to his purchaser's wife on Christmas Eve like a piece of furniture. Educator Robert Russa Moton witnessed his own father being handed over as a Christmas gift during an estate settlement. LaSalle Corbell Pickett claimed she received a 6-week-old black baby boy as a present, complete with a legal deed of ownership. Christmas became a weapon of psychological control. Enslavers would offer small gifts or work breaks to appear generous while maintaining their power. But the period between Christmas and New Year's was pure terror for enslaved families. New Year's Day was prime selling season. Families knew they could be torn apart at any moment. Some used this holiday chaos to escape. Harriet Tubman freed her brothers during this exact period. While families celebrated Christmas, other families were being destroyed by it. The ultimate perversion of a holiday meant to celebrate humanity.
All right, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. It looks a little fuzzy, boy. I look a little blurry up on there. This is the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana. Started out at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. And we here to give you a class, an explosive class today. We got a very exciting, very educational class to present to you. Reclaiming your identity is how you see the evil in this kingdom. Reclaiming your identity and then walking therein, which is doing your heritage, the customs of your people. It's how you see the evil of this empire that this right here. We're gonna go into that. We're gonna break it all the way down so you'll understand and you can see that, you know, the error of your ways if you're not reclaiming your Israelite heritage, man. You understand? I want to say first and foremost, before anything, Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah. I want to thank the Most High Christ for allowing us to come out here once again with an explosive, very educational class. You understand? I got Officer Abad right here with me. Give him a round of applause. Also, Officer HAWAR. You understand? You understand? Love to come in and we're getting it on and, you know, presenting this information. I love all the brothers up in this school, man. You understand? We're going to go down the roll call. Starting with Commander General Yohana, man. My goodness, give him a round of applause. For the wondrous efforts that he bestowed upon this school and continue to, man. And, you know, the Lord shining on that brother, man, in order to wake us up and to say, you know, get us prepared for getting up out of here, man. Prepared for, you know, the meeting our king, man. You understand? And then we go on to General Muhammad. General Muhammad, my goodness, all the classes, all the councils and all that, of course. General Muhammad, one of a kind, man. Brother, very, 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 very a pillar in this truth. Y'all already know. I ain't even got to say. You understand? You see what's going on. Give him a round of applause, of course. Then we go to General Maya. I can never forget the a towering figure when I came into the truth. General Mayak, man. General Mayak, man, he came in with the brotherly, you know, embraced me as a brother, you understand, taught me, you understand, but, you know, and we went to war together, and I'll never forget him. I always appreciate General Mayak, man. Give him a round of applause. Also, we got General Hazayan. General, how's that? Yeah. I got water, General. I got water. You on me about that, but man, I can't even, I can express. I got personal things that I can go on and on about the generals with you, and you probably wouldn't, what I'm saying, but just the representatives, the representatives that the Lord chose was it is definitely the Most High to put the brothers up in the position they're in. That is nothing but the Lord that did that. You understand? That shows you how much the Lord is dealing with this school, man. You understand? Give him a round of applause. General Hazayan. General Shawamar. My main man. Y'all see them words of wisdom General be putting up on the Facebook and all that. General, man, he always gave me that. That's him. You understand? He always gave me some enlightenment on the scripture, some deep talk. I'm like, ooh, when I was coming, I was like, ooh, you serious about this or what? I'm like, it was just blowing my mind, man. The old school brother. Shawamar reminds me of the old school back in the day brothers. You know what I mean? You understand? Give him a round of applause. General Kathungabar. General Kathungabar, my goodness. Y'all know the brotherly love that me and the General Kathungabar have, man. You understand? You know what I'm saying? I get him and he gets me. With a lot of brothers in the school, but you know what I mean? He's just an outstanding character. He got an outstanding character, and he, a brother, a soldier to the end. Round of applause. General Kabbalah Ma. General Q. General Q, man. Oh my goodness. General Q is he keep me on the right track with the health, the eating right and all that, and getting me and giving me words of wisdom and all that. Man, General Q, man, has always been a brother, man. Once again, as always, I call him, hey, General, what do you think this this scripture right here? And General would bop, break it down. Let me get my notes or whatever, hit you back or whatever. General Q, man, just an outstanding brother, man. Outstanding. You understand? And that concludes the generals. And there's brothers that live and die for the service of the Yahweh Shai. You understand? Also the captains, man. Mighty fine captains, brother. I got some good Lord in here, brother. Lord in here. You understand? All the captains that came up and took on this burden right here and just excelled with it. Took it on and just this is what we building. We got, what I'm saying? And just all the hard work and the late nights and this and that, and I'm putting making sure the camps is run on point and everything. Just everything we do, man. Give it up for captains. Officers, man, always a good word for the officers, man, coming up in here. Y'all see them doing an excellent job coming up through the ranks. You know what I mean? Doing what they got to do. I heard about the sluggard. Somebody asked about the sluggard. This ain't the time to be no sluggard. We ain't got but a little time to really get in what we can get in, man. We got to get it in, man. You understand? Because right around the corner, when Yahweh shall return, it's all over. Ain't nothing else you can prove to the Lord. That's it. You understand? So what you do right now is very crucial, man. You got them demons that's trying to get you to not do this work, to relax and chill and this and that, that's a demon. Trying to say, I mean, it's, we should just chill. We should just go get us a drink and just chill out, you know what I mean? And put off the work. Nah, you fight that, man. Come up and do what you can, man. Go all out for your hour shot, man. You understand? So he can look down and be like, God damn. Yeah, this brother right here deserves to be recognized, deserves a crown. So we give it up for the officers. Troopers, always be mindful of the fact that you are entering into a very prestigious school here, man. But we highly esteem our king, man, Yahushua, and we go out and do what we can to uplift him in this evil ass world where people claim to worship God, but worship everything but. You understand? So we give it up to the troopers, man. Stay diligent. Call somebody. Do good to communicate. I think the scriptures, I'm messing up the scripture. Do good to communicate, I think is what it said. Pick that phone up, man. You going through something, you need something answered, you know what I mean? You want to know something, you don't understand something. Pick the goddamn phone up. A lot of brothers left the truth because they didn't understand something. I had a very good brother that I thought was a good brother in the truth, man. He left because he just couldn't understand something that was broken down. You understand? You don't gonna get all the understanding all at once coming in. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to walk this way a little bit and let your mind be, taught till you get up to the level where you start to understand it at a different level, man. People think they're supposed to understand everything right then and there, no matter what the evil they're doing. No, it don't work like that, man. Even the disciples, they didn't understand a lot of things Yahushua was saying. Let me, Salaki, y'all. I got this on the YouTube. They didn't understand what Yahushua until they started to think about it. And the Spirit started to give them little by little. They said, "Oh, that's what he meant when he said that." You understand? So, what I'm saying, y'all, you gotta be diligent. Don't be weak. You understand? The sisters, give it up for the sisters. I'm gonna see at the Passover these sisters, man. Lord alive, and I want to see. I want to see how they've been putting it down in the different zones, man. We got some bad sisters up in here, man. Bad sisters, man. And the Lord looks down on them, man, and he's very happy. He just, of course, that you are underneath your husband or whoever, and you are, backing up the men in the school. He's very happy. So, especially in this evil kingdom, in this evil place we in, this is a very evil place, man. You understand? So, that concludes the roll call. What we got? What we starting off with?
Yes, sir. Missing person, sir.
Missing persons. Yeah, we can. That sounds good, y'all. We love to do the missing person. There's so many of them. The people we show you is just the tip of the iceberg on how many people are missing out there, man. A lot of blacks and Latinos missing or have been murdered, or I hate to even think of a child out there not knowing how to get help or whatever, and it's been missing or whatever. It's a lot going on. Prostitution and all that, and sex trafficking. You know, they trying to get the organs, people's organs and stuff. You know what I mean? So let's go on. Let's go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is Slocky. This is
Is it the name?
yes, sir. Ty Zaim Hockaday Smith.
Say it one more time.
Ty Zaim Hockaday Smith.
Ty Daim Hockaday Smith.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. How old is the brother?
14 years old, sir.
14 years old, man. 14 years old. Go ahead.
He's missing from Philadelphia.
He's missing from Philadelphia. Say what part of just?
Oh,
I guess.
yes. The 1300 block of McKinley Street.
Is that in West Philadelphia, North Philly, or what?
Oh,
It might not say. Y'all keep an eye out for this brother, man. Brother's missing. You understand? And we try to hit him the earth because when the information get out with the ones recently missing, he missing since when? It was in December?
yes, December 22nd.
December 22nd. It's a great chance that we can get these missing brothers and sisters home. So yeah, keep an eye out for them. Okay, go ahead to the next one. We got quite a few.
Yes, sir. This is Freja Baker, 31-year-old.
Freja or Freezer? Freja Baker?
Yes, sir.
Okay, from where?
Yes, sir. This is from
Give me the age and where she's from.
Yes. 30. She's 31 years old.
She's 31.
It tells me a street, but don't tell me the city or
okay.
Or
all right. So just keep an eye out for Freja Baker, 31 years old, missing. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in the article or in the notes, somewhere there. But of course, y'all can look these up too. I know Facebook has a missing persons group, and they show people just if somebody missing in their zone, they'll put the pictures up in the group, and you can help share it. You know what I mean? Go ahead. What's the next one?
Kawakan. I think it's Charlotte, North Carolina, sir. North Charlotte.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's probably somewhere in the article in the thing if you click it on it or something like that. But don't sweat it. Let's go to the next one.
Yes, sir. This is a Native American female. Age 16.
16 years old. Okay. So you got links on there. So, but don't sweat it. She's 16, Native American. 5'6"?
5'6", sir. Comic-Con.
Well, it says it right there. Something Rapid City. ST. Is that San Diego, something like that? Or South Dakota?
That's probably South Dakota, sir.
It's probably Rapid City, South Dakota. I'm thinking.
Yes, sir.
That's so small for me. I can't even see on. But go ahead. Anything else?
Yes, sir. This is
Kimora Heavenly Jones. Kimora Heavenly Jones. They've got the apostrophe heaven, apostrophe LE. Heavenly Jones. And go ahead, she's how old?
12 years old, sir.
12 years old, little girl. And where's she missing from? Go ahead.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
St. Paul, Minnesota. St. Paul, Minnesota. Brothers and sisters out there, keep a lookout, eye out, of course. And let's try to get Heavenly Jones home, man. Lord allow. I mean, go ahead.
Yes, sir. This is Jose Garcia, aka
Jose
Cholo.
Garcia? Oh,
Garcia.
yeah, this is the okay. This is the brother missing, like, right, I think. Go ahead.
He's missing from North Philly.
Okay. It was like right before Christmas or something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
And he's I don't say his age or anything.
No.
Jose Garcia, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Keep an eye out. Read a little bit of that article right there.
Yes,
Hello, like that.
Hello, I would like to know if you can post my nephew on your page. He's been missing since last Sunday, please. Missing person since last Sunday night. Name Jose Garcia, aka Cholo. He's about 165 pounds, 5 foot 8 inches from North Philly. Last seen around Master Street and Lehigh Avenue. The last
Master and Lehigh. Yeah. Okay, that's enough.
Yes, sir.
All right. We got the idea. All right. Go ahead.
This is Kimberly Michelle.
Kimberly Michelle.
Yes, sir. She was last seen in Billings, Montana. She's a Native American Indian. Says
Kimberly is, what is it? It's just 26. A young indigenous woman, yeah. When was she missing? This is in October. Was that October?
Oh, that was when her photo was taken.
Oh, that was the photo was taken. Well, when was she missing?
She was missing December 1st, it says.
December 1st? Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay. Go ahead. Any more?
Yes, sir. This is the last one. It says Trump administration removes report on missing Native Americans.
Yeah, Trump doing he attacking every tribe that he can. They attacking them. Then removing the report. Read a little bit of this report.
Yes, sir. A key federal report on missing and murdered Native Americans was quietly removed from the U.S. Department of the Interior's website, raising concerns among advocates, researchers, and bipartisan officials who rely on this information to address a long-standing national crisis.
Yeah, that's part of that's the part of the DEI. They don't want to see the crimes that they commit. They want to erase all the crimes they commit. So they want to remove this because all the murder and missing ones is probably coming from them. You understand?
Right.
Ain't nobody killing Native Americans except the killer, except the thief and the liar, right, the murderer. Go ahead.
Experts note that the report contained critical data on jurisdictional gaps, barriers to investigations, and
that's enough.
Oh,
that's enough. We get the idea. We get the idea on what this germ is doing. This is a germ, man. Indeed, we need to get rid of.
Right.
You understand? All right, what we got here? We got inventions. We gotta let them know that we going into the inventions.
Oh, yes,
here's some more. Listen, my gosh, as I was telling the brothers earlier, all these we've been robbed like hell. When the Lord said this is a people robbed and spoiled. That's us. We've been robbed and hid in prison, and then after being robbed, when you go after you've been robbed, Everybody stole everything from you, your land, your identity, your heritage, your kids, your woman, your family, any type of structure. Then here you go in your last resort, hungry and destitute. Walk in the store and steal something just to get locked up and thrown in jail by the same man that robbed you. Now you tell me, you better thank the Lord for allowing us to understand these scriptures in these days, man. I don't understand why you don't thank him. It's a demon. All he is done, and we still refuse to serve the Lord, reclaim our identity. Boy, I got to hit this part, but in a minute. Go ahead, Abad.
Yes, sir. Playing video now.
Did you know that the batteries powering your phone were invented by a man who nearly died in explosions twice? In 1982, Lonnie Johnson was testing a heat pump at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory when catastrophic pressure buildup caused a massive explosion. The blast destroyed his entire lab and sent him to the hospital with severe burns covering his arms and face. Back then, battery technology hadn't changed in decades, and engineers avoided high-pressure experiments for good reason. But Johnson became obsessed. Despite his injuries, he returned to secret experiments, working alone to avoid NASA safety protocols. He pushed lithium-ion technology far beyond safe limits, causing multiple lab accidents. A second explosion nearly killed him, leaving him with permanent hearing loss and scarred hands. But in that moment of near death, he discovered how to create ultra-thin battery films. Those dangerous experiments became the foundation for every smartphone and electric vehicle battery today. His willingness to risk everything revolutionized portable power and enabled our entire mobile world. Did you know that the batteries power?
Now, hold on. But not only did a black person create the phone, you created the battery in the damn phone.
Right.
My goodness. Look at all these creations, man. Look at all these inventions. We had to scale some off because it's too much to the class. It would be too much, take up too much time. and we sitting here thinking they done robbed everything from us, boy. Well, Samsung, iPhone, all these different phones. Look at how much money they making, man. All for you. They rob you and go back and sell it to you and make a fortune off you. And then if you get too much, I was watching this, what was the damn guy's name? Jimi Hendrix. I was watching a special on Jimi Hendrix or something back, it was talking about Jimi Hendrix. They killed him. He was too good for those white boys. I'm gonna tell you something, black man. I'm gonna tell you something. You white people envious, man. You go out there and you got skills they can't touch. I seen he was in a concert. It was nothing but white faces in the goddamn as far as you can see. He a black man standing on the stage, looking about as radical as he can be, playing the guitar, and they all in awe, sitting out there looking at him. Don't you think they jealous? Don't you? Especially you. I don't know about you. You don't get jealous of your woman. Well, them white men, they get jealous of it. You say, see their woman. Oh, Jimmy, you're running after you and all that.
Right.
Maybe some of them. I don't even think none of them. Some of them might accept it, but because they know that this is their empire, and they know, they just having fun running around here doing whatever the hell they want to do, screwing what they want. But yeah, 27 years old. But I was watching that documentary. You know what I'm saying, and it was very interesting. But all of them, Sam Cooke, that's another one. You know what I mean? A lot of people. I believe, a lot of these recent ones, they're talking about Prince. You know how he died. You know what I mean? Michael Jackson. You get too good and you got money and they ain't got no money. Here you millions of dollars, showman, and you so happy you didn't reach the pinnacle, and you got all these white women, you know, and all running after you, and you sit up there making all this money. Don't you think there's white people down there that ain't got that money you got looking at you? They robbing every goddamn thing. Look how many movies they put. I watched this shit. The damn near watched this series. What was it called? Where the whole family was robbing. Their whole lifestyle was about, you know, robbing places and, you know, taking the money. What's the name of that damn something? I can't think of the name of it. But it was you know, Beast Boys out there robbing people. You know what I mean? But go ahead. Anybody want to say anything? Or we continue. Go ahead.
If I could, just like how we finding out with Sean Combs, aka Puffy, that he was an informant. To go back to Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Morrison from this rock group called The Doors, he befriended Jimi Hendrix, and he was the one that introduced him to heroin.
Oh wow, god damn. Yeah, they was trying to take him out. You know what I mean? They wanted to enslave him. And then he had of course, he didn't know what the hell. He would just have, you know, to him, playing a guitar and trying to, you know, befriend these people. Just the same thing with the Native Americans. You know what I mean? Same thing with a lot of us. You understand? Okay, let's go to the next one.
Yes, sir. Come on. Put it on the screen.
History forgot? In 1889, Baltimore, Halbert White worked his forge while thousands died around him from cholera and typhoid. The problem was public drinking. Shared cups at wells spread deadly diseases like wildfire through crowded cities. White watched neighbors fall sick from contaminated water sources that entire communities used. So he invented something revolutionary, a pressurized water fountain that shot clean water in a perfect arc. No shared cups, no contaminated wells, just pure individual access to safe drinking water. His foot pedal design meant no hands touch the spout. His filtration system removed deadly bacteria. For the first time in history, cities could offer truly safe public hydration. His fountains spread nationwide, saving thousands of lives every single day.
Oh, man.
But in 1891, White himself died from a waterborne illness. The tragic irony cuts deep. While his invention saved countless others, he couldn't save himself. Today, every fountain uses his pressurized arc design. His genius flows through every school and park worldwide. Did you know every...
Damn. I bet you ain't know that. I bet you majority of black folks didn't know that. White people got them big fountains sitting up down there in DC. I mean, huge fountains. Shooting up water every damn where. You know, that display system they got came from a black man.
Salaki, sir.
God damn, go ahead.
If I could, right? This class is so important in the title of knowing and valuing your identity. Now we're going back into history and we're finding out that black people are better than white people. And the proof of this is this brother seen a problem in society, right? And he fixed it, that everybody could benefit from it. And the irony is the devil, the so-called white man in society, made it illegal for black folk to drink from the very fountains we invented.
Right.
Salakia.
Yes, that's true. Give him a hand. Give him a round of applause. That's right. That's heavy. That's what kind of demon you dealing with, man. That's what kind of enemies you dealing with. You know what I mean? It's countless. I don't even understand how anyone can make an argument on why we should love them. What you you love them because of what they can the evil they can provide for you. Because you's a sinner. That's why. Well, go ahead, Abad.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
You need to hear this if you love discovering hidden heroes in history. The next time you step into your bathroom, remember, one black inventor quietly revolutionized it all. Let's talk about Thomas Elkins. Picture the 1800s. No indoor plumbing, just chilly outhouses and messy chamber pots in every bedroom. Uncomfortable, smelly, and hard to clean. Then along came Thomas Elkins. Born around 1818, Elkins faced a world stacked against him, but that didn't stop him. He became a pharmacist, a dentist, and, most memorably, an inventor. Elkins looked at those dreadful chamber pots and thought, there must be a better way. His improved chamber commode made life cleaner, healthier, and a bit more dignified for everyday people. But Elkins didn't stop there. He even helped pioneer refrigeration, making homes safer and food fresher. His story, like so many black inventors, was hidden away by history. So next time you flush, remember, it's not just plumbing. It's a legacy of innovation, resilience, and brilliance we're only just beginning to celebrate. You need to hear this if you love discovering hidden heroes.
All right, get the next one up while we talk about this. Listen, let me ask you a question. Where does those inventions come from? We a couple of brothers got inventions. Where does that come from? Go ahead, Abad.
The Lord, sir.
He's giving them the knowledge and wisdom to understand and to know how to do those things. You understand? The Lord can give you. The Lord can really. If you think this is something, imagine what brothers going to be and sisters going to be doing in the kingdom. My goodness, He can really lay it out. The Lord can really give you something to invent, or to share with your people. You ain't gonna have no man stealing what you done invented. You understand? You're gonna be recognized for that, and you're gonna be rewarded justly for what you help to help your nation with. Here it is. You invented everything, and these all they can think of is just oppressing you more. Oppressing you more, not giving you the recognition, making money off you, hand and foot, while you sit and starve in the richest nation on the face of the earth. You know how many blacks and Latinos are homeless right now? Countless. Countless. Their families. You don't even hear about it, do you? This is crazy, man. This is insane. Now, this man evicting and kicking people out of their homes and taking, money out of doing all kinds of stuff, man. He's a real piece of work. Go ahead, HAWAR.
Salaki, sir, we did a story a couple of weeks back about the deed theft that the oppressor, the so-called Jew, was doing in New York City, stealing blacks and Latinos' homes in New York City. Right. And they're doing it in the South as well.
Oh yeah, they working them over, man. Them Jews, man. Them some old. I wouldn't trust that thing anywhere. That thing is not to be trusted, man. That thing that looked like that. Okay, let's go. You got any more? How many more we got?
Like with this one, we have two. Yeah,
we got to clip something because they're running too long. I want to get them all, but how many more? You said 2 more after this?
3 more after this one.
No, we might have to clip one. We have to do just did 2 more and that's it.
Yes, sir.
We got to go into the topic and all.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah. 1957. What? Disney had never hired a black animator, and when they finally did, they didn't announce it. A 21-year-old named Floyd Norman walked into Walt Disney Studios with a sketchbook in a quiet understanding. He would be the only black person in the room. No press release, no diversity program. Just one animator who saw his portfolio and said, "This kid can draw." So Floyd drew. He animated woodland creatures in Sleeping Beauty. He brought charm to The Sword in the Stone. He helped shape The Jungle Book, and Walt Disney himself noticed. Walt pulled Floyd into story development, a rare honor reserved for artists who understood not just how to draw, but how to make characters matter. All of this happened while Floyd worked in a studio that barely acknowledged black people existed, in an America still fighting segregation. He didn't protest. He didn't make speeches. He showed up and did extraordinary work. When he left Disney in the late 60s, it wasn't failure, it was vision. He co-founded a studio making films where black kids were heroes, scientists, and adventurers, decades before Hollywood was ready. Disney called him back, then Pixar, then Disney again. From Sleeping Beauty to Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Mulan, and beyond. Floyd's pen-shaped childhoods for over 6 decades. When Disney tried to retire him at 65, he refused. He said he was refired. Today, in his 90s, Floyd Norman still draws, not because he has something to prove, but because he loves the work. Share this so the door he opened never closes again. Comment, "He drew the way," if this story surprised you, and follow for the history they never taught you. Burbank, California.
All right. All right. This brother did an amazing with that drawing skills of drawing. Oh, brother's got all kinds of different skills, man. You know what I'm saying? One more about it, we're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
So I tell you, we got so many of them. It's just ridiculous. There's so many of them that we didn't even pull out because we couldn't do so much.
His dry scouring process used special solutions instead of water, saving delicate fabrics that would otherwise be ruined. Nobody had ever seen anything like it before. But here's the remarkable part. Jennings used every penny of his patent profits for one purpose: to buy his family's freedom from slavery. He became one of America's first black entrepreneurs, building wealth from pure innovation. The bitter irony? His success came from cleaning the clothes of the very white society that enslaved his people. Today, every dry cleaner on earth uses chemical processes that trace back to his 1821 breakthrough. A former slave's invention became a multi-billion-dollar global industry. Hidden genius hiding in plain sight. Did you know the first African
multi-billion-dollar industry? My goodness. That brother be a billionaire. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right. Is it time? That's it? It's time for the topic. The name of the class. What's the name of the class one more time?
Yes, sir.
Regaining your identity. Reclaiming your identity and heritage is what makes you see the evil that's being portrayed in this kingdom. What do I mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? Meaning, you being an African American, you don't see the evil in this kingdom because you're part of the evil. You're part of this kingdom.
Right.
You don't see. You can't see it because you don't know who your heritage, your identity has been stripped from you, and so your new identity is just, to join your slave master, your oppressor. You understand? But if you reclaimed your identity, then your eyes would open to the evil that this kingdom is doing, because you would start to walk in your heritage,
right?
Walk into your people's the way of life. You understand? All right. Anybody want to say anything before we get on started? Give me Romans 3:1.
If I may, sir, did you want to do the stories or no?
Oh, we didn't do the stories.
La, sir.
Oh, Salakia. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's do the stories. Let's do the story and we'll come back to this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First
I
story.
forgot. Go ahead. What's this right here?
Yes, sir. This is how the oppressor he ate us and
Oh yeah, I wanted to get that book, Delectable Negro. I wanted to read a part out of there where it talked about them doing that to this one guy they hung. But go ahead. We know that the Nat Turner they did that too. You understand? And how they took the skin and made shoes and purses and all that. This is a sick man. A sick man. You know, they always have those serial killers in the movies who's very what do you call it? OCD. They always very manicured and do things so precisely.
Right.
They always make sure everything is done, you know, to the T. Yet they out here, you know, they make sure they very good manners and all. Like that old psychopath, what's the one that was that they had in a straight chair back in the day? The one they had to wheel out. Oh man, what's the name of that damn movie?
Slocky, is that Charles Manson, sir?
No, not Charles Manson. The other crazy, the cat that he talking about the fava beans and all that. I can't think of his name. The one. Anyway, let me think about it for a minute. But who?
Senator Sam Berkowitz.
Nah, if he was played in a movie by oh man, remember they was coming. He was in the straight. Nobody could see him because he had that straight jacket, like he was on this thing that they would have to carry him out. Whenever a visitor, they put him in this cage.
Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter, that's it. You got it. That's it. Remember him? He liked that old classical music, and he was always he's like one of them like type of guys that does everything to, you know, make sure everything's done right and precisely and all. Yet he's out there killing every goddamn body. Eating the people. When he eating people?
What kind he was.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
yes, sir.
Somebody said something on the screen. Real quick.
Yeah, Hannibal Lecter, sir. Trooper Bar said Hannibal Lecter, sir.
Hannibal Lecter, yeah, that's it. Most High in Christ, the water trooper. What?
Yes, sir.
You didn't know they ate Nat Turner. You didn't know they kicked the heads off of babies.
You
didn't know that they ate us in general. You didn't know that they used your teeth as... You didn't know they ate Nat Turner. You didn't know they kicked the heads off of babies. You didn't know that they ate us in general. You didn't know that they used your teeth as goddamn their teeth. You didn't know that they used your skin to make leather shoes, leather in general. You didn't know that they put your hair in the furniture to stuff it. You don't know who you're messing with. You don't know who you are also in the world trying to integrate with. But it's not your fault. The information was definitely erased, policed. You weren't allowed to know it. And now you don't know. So what are you going to teach your kids? Nothing. So what are they going to do? Go into a world also not knowing even less than you. Buy these books, pass them down, so your generation, your lineage can understand and know who they're going out into the world dealing with. They were her property.
You see
the
that?
Lynch letter, the Delectable Negro, and slavery by another name.
They used to take our women that were pregnant and hang them upside down and take a knife starting from their puberty line by the vagina and slice it all the way down to their chest so the baby could fall out on the floor. To fuck up all the other mothers so they'll teach their kids to obey their master, to not go against him, to not try him.
And did you know that they had a game called the African Dodger, where you would stick your head through a hole at a carnival and they would throw baseballs at your head? I'm talking about knocking your eyes out, knocking your teeth out, all type of stuff, man. I'm talking about these people is vicious on a whole nother level. You hear me?
Oh my gosh!
What the hell is this? All right, I think.
You got knocked
Yes,
up.
sir.
I think that's going something else about.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, anybody want to take a comment on this?
Slack you, sir. Like the scripture says, can anyone make that which is crooked or what the Lord made crooked straight? You know, and that's what black pastors and black leaders has been trying to tell us, to integrate, like the sister said, to integrate with these animals.
Right.
And these are
So in other words, they're trying to make the crooked straight. They're trying to say they ain't that. They trying to say this isn't the bag. We all the same. We all the same. When this man is not the same as us, he's crooked.
Right.
They're trying to say he's straight. You know, he ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous, man. We ain't supposed to be with this, integrating with this cat. I don't see how anybody can lay with them. I saw something on one of Serena. I think Venus got with a white boy. So I think both of them, Serena and Venus, were white boys or whatever. I said, I don't see how you can lay with that damn thing right there. Shoot. I don't know what. It's got to be a demon in you. A demon in you is going to make you look at them like, you know, on another level. I mean, it's like, oh man, how can I can't even say it. Most of our people got demons of loving this white man, of worshiping this Roman Catholic Church and loving this white man, to the fact where you will sacrifice your whole life to do something and then go get a white person because that's what that demon wants. Just like that old gorilla Hebrew. That thing loved to see a white. That's a demon that loves to see you, a white man, with your woman. That's what a demon wants, because that's going to help destroy you. You know what I mean? That feeds that demon. That's going to bring other demons around to help finish the job. You know what I mean? So that's what they want, man. That's exactly what they want. That's why they attack black men. This whole earth, you get attacked, black men get attacked the hardest. Why? Because that's what that demon wants to kill. That demon wants to isolate you and destroy you.
Right.
You understand? You understand? So that's what they're not dumb. The spirit saying, people think it's just something just happening, something that's happening by chance. No, this is spiritual, man. That's why the Lord said for you to go out there and compel your people to come in. Because why? Them demons is going to destroy them otherwise. Otherwise, they're going to get destroyed. They're going to get wiped out. They ain't going to have no defense against this demon. Go ahead, HAWAR.
Slack you, sir. And Richard Williams, as good of a father as he was for getting his daughters to the height of the sports that he put them in, unfortunately, he raised them as Jehovah's Witness. And then Jehovah's Witness, the God of Jehovah's Witnesses, they were Jehovah's Witness, sir. And the God of Jehovah's Witnesses is
that's proof they worshiping the white man.
Colonel McCunn, sir.
Don't give me no goddamn, don't give me that garbage. They don't worship, they worshiping God. They always say something, we worship God, we don't worship the white man. That's proof.
Colonel McCunn, sir.
That's proof that there's something, you done opened yourself up to demons that want to push you to do that evil. Yeah, that's what's going on. Our people filled with them. They love white people. That's why they celebrating these holidays.
Right.
Celebrating these holidays is worshiping white people. That's a demon. You have a demon on you if you worship Christmas or Thanksgiving or any other white man holiday and not doing what the Lord say. Of course you do. Yeah, what? Anybody else? Anybody in class saying anything?
Yes.
Please.
About Hannibal Lecter, sir. Officer Mirage says, that's an excellent point, sir. They be real particular about everything. Them be psychopaths.
They be psychopaths. Now, I like me a little clean house now. Don't get me wrong now. Ain't no dirty type Negro, man. That's a demon too, got there. Don't want you to have anything. But these devils, now, you know, majority of white people dirty as hell. I'm gonna tell you straight up. They just dirty, man. They don't like to wash unless you make them wash. You know what I mean? They walk around. I'm not gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I can go into a whole bunch of different things, man. They didn't even bathe until black people came and showed them how to bathe, man. How to take care of themselves. Even up into the Greek and Roman Empire, they had them big old baths which you would go into maybe like once or twice a week. Once a week. Am I lying about this or what? It's all out in the history. Go ahead. That's why they had so many diseases. Black plague and all that. Why do you think them diseases came? Go ahead, HAWAR.
Kind of a concert, Salakia, and even to bring it up to today, in the public school system, Caucasian children is the #1 children that come to school with lice.
You see that? Lice. Oof, good night.
Proven stats.
You come to school and infection. You was an infection. You looking to infect somebody with that lice. A demon with a head full of lice running up in school trying to give it to somebody. You don't know that's a demon. Go ahead. Anybody else?
Slack it, sir. And that's why they're anti-vaccine, because they feel if I'm sick, I want to get everybody sick.
Right. That's right. That thing don't think like the common man want to. That's why you had to quarantine that devil. You got to put that devil out from the camp. Make him go by himself, man. Unless he'll infect everybody, you know, because he's sick or something like that. Dumb thinking like that. You know what I mean? All right, let's go.
Yes, sir.
What we got about
mother, baby shot days before Christmas in West Philadelphia.
Listen, I want to know. Let's play the video. I'll ask in a minute.
Yes, sir.
Philadelphia, a mother and her 5-month-old baby were shot just days before Christmas.
5 months old, Hank?
5 months old.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make it.
Who in the hell would shoot a 5-month-old baby?
Still coming together on this, guys. This happened early yesterday morning. But yeah, 43-year-old woman and her 5-month-old baby were shot yesterday morning. And there's someone out there with a gun who did it that has yet to be accounted for. They are both recovering in the hospital, guys. And this was all over on the 1500 block of Robinson Street, about 3 blocks.
Okay, where's the other one? We got another one, right?
Yes, sir. Got it right.
All right, pull that one up. I'm cutting it a little short because we got to still get in the topic.
Yes,
still gonna get time though. Christmas horror. Man, really getting all kinds of. Ain't nothing in Philly but Muslims and death. Muslims and death in Philly. That's to show you, don't be no goddamn Muslim.
Right.
They ain't doing nothing but running around here full of demons, man. Full of them. You know what I mean? Well, go ahead.
Christmas horror in Pennsylvania. Teen arrested after allegedly killing parents.
And you know, I was if I could, I'm gonna divert for a second. Yeah, they got something going on with that Islam thing, because right up here by Cheltenham, they had the whole street blocked and was nothing but Muslim. I ain't seen this many Muslims out in Philly since I've been in Philly. You had to go around at least 4 blocks over to go down. I didn't know what was going on, but they had kids, family, kids, all that. There's some mosque over there. And it was it was black people in garments, I don't know, all kinds of colors and shapes and all that going down the street. It was crazy. I was wondering what was going on. I don't know if it linked up with that thing that Iranian president said he declared war on the U.S. President of Iran. I don't know, but I don't think it linked up with that, but something was happening. So yeah, there's a lot of death in Philly. It goes hand in hand with these stinking religions, man.
Right.
You understand? There's a lot of Islam in Philly, which is terrible, and I don't understand how a black person can identify with their enemies, the people that had them in slavery before the white man, and all the atrocity they did to our people. The Lord gonna make them pay. They about to catch they catching a real bad one. They about to catch even more in a minute. All right, let's go.
Come. Yes, sir. Reading an article. While many people celebrate the holiday season with family and friends, it is also a time when some families grieve the loss of loved ones under tragic circumstances.
People do not, a lot of people, that, especially the ones that's on their own agenda, those selfish ass people, don't understand that everybody don't have families to celebrate the Christmas time. It's good too. You ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas at all. But if we're looking at it from an angle, them people that have families are in a depressed mindset during this time. As you ringing the bells and singing the damn songs, and hear their loved one, the people that they were, is passed on or something. You know what I mean? They don't have family to sit down and enjoy some eggnog by the damn fireplace under the mistletoe. You know what I mean? So now that person y'all see how many murders was during Christmas? It's insane. It's astronomical. I've never seen my phone go off so much over the different murders that was happening during Christmas. Was out of sight. I want to know if the figures of how many people was murdered during that time. And I want to also want to know, is there a TikTok challenge going on about kids killing their parents? Because every time I look up, some kid is killing their damn parent, man. This is about the sixth story I've heard in the last 2 weeks about kids killing their parents or something going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Remember that boy that killed the parent, and his mother and father was sitting outside was outside with the police, and the police talked that demon off. That demon left him after that, and he was just crying and all that. He didn't know what was going on. Remember we did that story a few weeks ago? I don't know if y'all remember that story or not. A couple weeks ago.
So like you said, if I
it's
could,
going on, bro. Go ahead, HAWAR.
Teen allegedly shot, killed by girlfriend and stepmother while hold on a second.
This is crazy. Oh, this death.
Right. It was talking about Christmas. So I'm just gonna go. A teen allegedly shot, right? Then the next story was murder rocks small town across America 3 days ago. Christmas true crime. Murder is part of holiday history. In Florida, Ocala, mother grieves son killed on Christmas morning.
Listen, I don't listen. I'm gonna stop you right there, War. You have to not be looking at this to not understand it. You got to be in some kind of weed-induced mindset during the holidays to not know that this demon is out here killing you.
Right.
There's a spirits out here, man.
Right.
If we dying left and right. Serious business.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people dying so young, man, it's ridiculous, man. I ain't never heard like to a degree that is going on now.
Right.
Right.
I know it's bad in the day, but I think this got the back in the day beat. It's crazy. Go ahead. Anybody want to say anything?
Salakia,
You were saying something else at once, Salakia. I mean, this is insane. And then we still refuse to come together.
Do you want the precept, sir?
Yeah, please. What you got?
What was that, Bad? Second Esdras.
All right. Come. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 5 and verse 8. I'll put on the screen.
Yeah, please.
There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. And the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. That's what's going on. You bringing forth monsters because you ain't doing nothing. The Lord say, acting like you are a daughter of God. I'm God. What do they say? I'm Holy Ghost filled. I'm God fearing.
Right.
And why did the Lord say, I want to ask somebody, why did the Lord say menstruous women?
Salakia, sir.
Could it be
like that's their time of their uncleanness? So it's saying like unclean women?
Oh man, Hawar, you got it. I was trying to I should have got somebody in the class.
Salakia, sir.
You got it. You got it. You unclean. You think this is exactly what our women think, that they clean. You going to catch hell in about 2 seconds. You don't get your ignorant behind in the school and change your ways. You gonna catch hell. You won't catch it. The Lord gave us when he said if you don't, when the guy got killed on the altar, and he said yea, he said, what did he say? If you won't die likewise unless you repent. In other words, remember the guy that died on the altar, the Herod killed on the altar?
Yes, sir.
And everybody was like, ooh, they were shocked.
Right.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead, please.
Next story, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Making it big.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, I want to know, why do y'all feel like having one woman is not good enough for y'all? Like, why do you feel like women a roster, a backup player? Like, y'all know how to just be with one woman? Like, I just don't understand. That's why I'm single now. Fellas, I want
to. All right, well, that's all I want. I thought we got rid of this, man.
Oh, we got rid of this one, sir? Sorry, because I thought we shared.
Now it's already up now. What y'all think? I need somebody to say something about this. Why is she talking about the one woman thing? What's going on in her mind? Why would anybody talk about you having only one woman? Of course, we know, according to God, that a man can have more than one woman. But you cannot be like these what you call them? What's the one when they say, huh?
Polyamorous.
Not polyamorous. What's the one when they get the more than one women, but they all sleeping together. That's crazy. They all together. They got sister wives and all that crap. They sending their woman out there to go look for another woman so they can all be in the goddamn orgy together. What's it called? I don't know, but don't do no crap like that, man.
Right.
You don't deal with your woman, with your other, all y'all together in some old cesspool because you got two women. You don't do that, man. You don't have relations with both women. You have one woman you have relations with, and then when you have relations with separately. In other words, what I'm trying to say. You don't do that. Oh man, there's no respect. You building lesbians and whores, and you just doing, anything. You got to be taught to do the right thing, man. Person needs to guide a woman when you have a woman, man. You got to guide her because she needs it, and you can't be no fool trying to guide her back into the world she came from. That she's trying to come out of, what she's coming out of. Whatever, Go ahead, anybody? What else? Selfishness. Go ahead.
Salakia, sir, it's a tribute to the good work, the great work that Commanding General Yohana and the men of the ISUPK is doing on social media and in these streets. Like, we're reaching a lot of people, so a lot of our talking points is ending up in a lot of circles. So she's hearing this conversation about multiple wives, and she's wondering, hey, I made a deal with Satan back in the garden that it would be only me, that I would be a God.
That's right.
Why
I can't be worshipped if there's other women around. You got to have one woman so you can just worship me like the deal Satan made in the garden.
Kind of what concept?
Yeah. Man, it's foolishness, man. I'm selfish and ignorant. And I only want one woman. One woman said, you know what she said? She said, if you come to date me, if you want to be with me, you don't have no women, don't have no wife, don't have no girlfriend, don't have no prospects. I mean, you can't even think about having another woman. Don't have no, what'd she say? She said, it was a list of what you can't do in order to be with this woman. And I'm thinking, look how empty-headed this woman is right here. Like the white man really, and then she probably got the biggest vibrator that money can buy. You know what I mean? White man know what he's doing. Like he ain't, y'all know that the market on the sex market is off the chain. It's a multi-billion-dollar business with those vibrators. Those women be buying those roses and stuff that they stuffing and trying to get something that they can't. They chasing the dream. In other words, the dream is really being with you. You can think about this. If you eliminated all the sex toys tomorrow, women will be at your door. You have women are at your door. That thing makes her be the lust-filled creature she is and still, get herself off and, so she can wake up the next day and just be that same lust-filled creature and don't have to compromise nothing. That's what it does. All right, y'all got me talking too much, goddamn. Come on, y'all. Come on in here.
But Salaki,
all right, where we at? Let's go to the next one. White man know what he do. He's a demon, man. He don't want you to have relations with your. I saw this. If I could, real quick, I'll get you a war. Salaki. I saw this thing on Cheaters. It was Cheaters I was watching. You ever watch that show, Cheaters? Where that white man go around there and he get that black, he pumped that black woman up, head up, and then let her out the van. She, I'm gonna get this nigga. He out there with another piece. I saw. I saw this one episode, man. Oh, I gotta find it, and I'm gonna put it on the class. This brother. This one brother. He thought the white man thought he pumped the girl's head up real good in the van, right? He let her out. See, I'm gonna get this nigga. I'm gonna get him. Came up to the brother. The brother said, "You know where the fuck I was, man. Don't take your place." I mean, he checked the shit out of it. Even the guy running the show had to stop and say, "Damn." He said, "You knew what I was all about. I don't know what the hell you think you're doing. And you know what I mean? You out of order." He checked her good. I gotta get that and play it in this class, man. Yeah. Once you stand up and be a man, and not take none of that bullshit, she gonna fall in order. She gonna fall in order. Some woman gonna fall in order. It ain't gotta be that one. You understand? She can be hot-headed if she want. Going out there and get destroy herself. You understand? Because the Lord gonna be against her ass. For anyway, let's go on. Where we at?
We do have a question related to the situation, sir.
Oh, please, let's go.
This is from Hatatai. Can a woman choose to not marry if she can't handle the multiple wives situation?
Yes. She pay her tithes. Come on, and put her work in, and she ain't gotta get married. A man ain't gotta get married if you don't want to. Man, there was what you call them, eunuchs,
right? For
the kingdom's sake, the scriptures say. You know what I mean? But if you don't have, can withhold yourself, you know what I mean, and not slip up. You know what I mean? Yeah, there ain't no sin. The Lord don't say a woman must get married. You know what I mean? Anybody else?
So, like, sir, if I could,
go ahead.
You don't have to, but you're basically fighting against fate because it was prophesied. 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, "If thou would take away our reproach." So even if you go back to that video, the sister even admitted that she was single.
Which one?
That she don't have nobody. The video we just watched about the sister asking about the multiple wives.
Oh, yeah.
She's single. So guess what's going to happen to that sister? She's going to stay by herself, and she's going to be looking for this ideal, perfect man in her brain, and then she's going to realize she's been living by herself, and she's just going to fall in line like the scripture says. She's going to find a brother.
I'm going to tell you. That's right. Go ahead.
She's going to find a brother that already have a wife because she's going to want her reproach to be taken away, because I don't know if she's watching the evening news. Society is falling apart.
And I'm going to tell you something. When a lot of the women realize the evil they've done, they're going to want a man, especially a righteous man, to stand before them, before the Lord. Because the Lord going to look at you, look at that woman. He won't look at that woman through you. Just like he look at us through Christ. Just like he look at us through Christ, he going to look at that woman through that man. And a lot of women ain't going to have, it's going to be like musical chairs in about 2 minutes. They're going to find a man, and when the music go off, they're going to hop right on his lap. And it's going to be a lot of women that's going to die in this in this place because they don't realize the evil that's done. And it's a lot of them that just don't care. Remember, the Lord talked about she eating and drinking. An adulterous woman eats and drinks and says, "What's she eating and drinking?" She's eating and drinking that evil, and don't consider the things she's doing. It's their lifestyle. She's living. That's what she's devouring. Instead of eating the righteous, eating the righteous, the scriptures, and changing her life and obeying the Lord. You understand? Sure, a woman don't have to, she can be right in the school and don't have to have a man. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Anything else?
Yes, sir. Put on the screen, sir. Put on the screen. Come. Playing it. Oh, Slocky. I'll make the volume.
My husband, high sex drive. To me, 3-4 times a week.
Oh, go back to the beginning. I want to hear the beginning.
My husband cheat on me. I don't care no more. My husband has a high sex drive. To me, 3-4 times a week. It's pretty good. That's enough for me. And I feel like it should be enough for him. Every time I turn around, this man want to fuck. My holds are tired. They're strict. I'm tired. I even went against my morals and my standards and let him enter my back door just to please him. Okay, the front get tired, let's go in the back. Now he done wore both holes out. Both holes are worn out. I might be the only woman in the world that's allowing their husband to cheat. And I really don't care. I don't care what nobody says. That's my husband. And I'm giving him a cheating pass. Get the fuck on. Because my holes are tired. I would like to have one peaceful night of rest. Get this cheating pass. Goodbye.
That man got the spirit on him, huh? That man, so if you're out there procreate, imagine she said you can't have no other man. You got to go in there. Imagine how that man would have not, him not having another woman to deal with because of her selfishness or whatever. Then this man, you know what I'm saying? He got this drive like, we ain't all the same, you know that. We ain't all the same. Some men, had 10, 12 wives. Some men had 20, 30, 40, 50 wives. Some women only had 5, 10 wives. Some men maybe had one wife. You know what I mean? We ain't all the same. It just depends on what the Lord will give you, what you are able to handle. You understand? But this one right here, as long as you don't leave them, you can't have sex with a woman and then leave her.
Right.
Once you deal with that woman, that's your woman then. That, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah. Nothing wrong with that. That man had, she wanted, hey, he ain't turning it down. And then a lot of men want to make sure their woman ain't going out here, so they make sure they take care of that real good. They put that heat on her. You understand? Anybody want to say anything? No? Nothing? Okay. That man ain't doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure. And here's the thing. I'm pretty sure she knew that before she married him. He had such high sex. She ain't just discovering that now. She said that's her husband.
Right.
So that's minor. That's something, all you gotta do is talk, communicate. Look, 3 times a week. Let's do it 5 times a week. We can take we can take 2 days off or whatever. I'll hold out or whatever, or get another woman and let her take care of that. What go ahead, HAWAR.
Salaki, or she could just call the UPK and get counseling. We get
right,
counseling.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. She can get. That's what I'm saying. They can get the counsel. You know what I mean? That's real easy to deal with. You know what I mean? But it ain't about no worshiping no woman, all that kind of crap, man. A lot of brothers be online, they be worshiping these women, man. They be out there like just telling a woman. I mean, I understand some of it, but yeah, it'd be like you putting her on a pedestal, and then she looking at you like you ain't worthy to be up where she at. You didn't put me up here. Why in the hell would I deal with you down there, peasant? You understand? They don't realize they're doing that. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's go ahead.
Yes, sir. Next story is Haiti.
Haiti. Come on with the Haiti. Oh, man. This is, go ahead, HAWAR.
Come on. Could you bring it up, Officer Bart?
Yes. The greatest heist in history. How Haiti was forced to pay reparations for freedom.
You gotta pay. Listen.
Slacky, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So what Officer Bart is going to read, this is the story of Haiti at what happened to them after they had their revolution. It was a brother by the name of Toussaint L'Ouverture and a brother named Dessalines, right? They rose up and overthrew the French and kicked them out of Haiti. But then the Haitian government, the French government got salty and was mad at Haiti getting their independence. So they appealed to the world, mainly the United States and other foreign governments, which forced Haiti to have to pay back reparations to their former slave masters. Slakia.
In recent weeks, thousands of refugees from Haiti have arrived at the U.S.-Mexico border, desperate for a better life. Most left Haiti years ago after a 2010 earthquake ravaged what was already one of the most decimal economies in the world. They had originally settled in places like Chile, but the politics of the region have made them feel unwelcome, discriminated against, and fearful of the future. The Haitian refugees hoped the United States under President Biden would offer them a lifeline. They were wrong. The Biden administration has been.
Officer Biden, did you scroll up and get the beginning of this article? This is recent. Okay, it's gonna address it. The reparations.
You must. I'm gonna scroll down. Oh, you want me to scroll down?
But what? He was at the beginning.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to get to the reparations.
Oh, okay.
Scrolling to the reparations now.
Like, I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is the white man, but this is what can I say? This is how can I say it? This is those that made alliances with him. The white man is so fit. You can't. The white man looks out for other white people before he'll look out for you. You understand? So what I feel man, all the stuff Haiti has been through, man. But they because of gaining their independence, man, and fighting those goddamn French and beating them. You understand? That's amazing. And then them tricking that brother to go over there and capturing him and all. You can't trust this man. He is not to be trusted, man.
Right.
I don't care what it's what you think and what you got going on in your head right now. This man is not to be trusted at all at this point, man. Go ahead, HAWAR.
Slack, you see, the article says right here, it says Haiti is one of the poorest nations in the world, and rich countries have their fingerprints all over the nation's stunted development.
That's right, especially the United States. They doing some undermining thing with Haiti, and what's the other guy that down there they trying to do them in? Oh God damn, man! I'd be
Cuba and Venezuela with Maduro.
Venezuela, yeah. Go ahead, Amon. Let's read.
Yes, sir.
And it says the United States worked to isolate a newly independent Haiti during the early 19th century.
Yeah.
And violently occupied it.
You don't know how demonic this white man is, boy. This white man. So they did the same thing with Cuba. With Castro and them. Remember how they was trying to, Castro ain't never did nothing with against these bastards. The Cuba, when Russia, oh no, I ain't gonna go into that. That's a lot of history, but Cuba was trying to make deals with the other white man, and they ain't no goddamn good either, if you know what I mean. That's what that whole missile crisis was, but we will go into that. That might bring up other stuff, but go ahead.
Yes, sir. Violently occupied the island nation for 19 years in the early 20th century. While the U.S. officially left Haiti in 1934, it continued to control Haiti's public finances until 1947, siphoning away around 40% of Haiti's national income to service debt repayments to the U.S. and France. Much of this debt to France was the legacy of what the University of Virginia scholar Marlene Diop calls the greatest heist in history.
The greatest heist in history. These white people love to rob banks and rob places and all that. That's their thing. They all over the movies. You want to hear about somebody plotting to steal money from some organization or some bank or somewhere, or some painting or something like that. They love to put that thief, that old thief in the movies. And it teaches a lot of. Say it again.
Like I said, that was the door. I'm gonna go grab it, sir.
Yeah, please. And it teaches a lot of black people that ain't got no understanding to walk down that path. These movies ain't just for them. It's teaching you, because you want to be like white people. You want what white people have. You want to join their society. Well, guess what you got to give up in order to do that? You got to give up a part of you, who you are, your society. How in the hell are you going to build a society and everybody robbing and stealing and lying and cheating and having sex with each other's woman and everything else? What kind of society are you going to build? None. We're going to go into, in a minute, what a society is. It starts with the family. And then families form together to develop not a hood, but a goddamn what you call it? A network or whatever. Y'all get together. Y'all start to think about how to better your environment, man. When you ain't got that, when the family broken down, everybody else is stealing from you, man. They stealing from you because you ain't got the sense to understand. You arguing with your man about how many men he got. What the fuck kind of shit is that? In other words, you ain't never been taught how to be a wife. The man ain't never been taught how to be a goddamn husband. How to the Lord's laws. What are you supposed to be doing? That's why they out here getting women, got some women, their women begging other women to join them in a goddamn cesspool and calling it, what you call it, pop? I can't think of the name of the goddamn thing. They be all on my Facebook page trying to promote this crap. Oh man. And it's just a mess, man. It's a mess out here. It's a mess. It make you go crazy, man. If you ain't got no grounding or nothing like that, man. You seeing this, the understanding, brother. My goodness. But go ahead, let's go. Haiti.
So, like sir, if I could, right? So when we go on the street and we say that the oppressor is the wicked, the Bible speaks of in Job 9:24, they want to argue, but this is evidence right here. This beef was between France and Haiti.
They want to argue because you talking about their God.
Right.
Oh shoot.
You know, this beef was between Haiti and France. And the United States oversight body butt their nose in it and saying they need to get reparations too.
Right.
When Haiti was a colony of France. Had nothing to do with the U.S., but the U.S. has seen a chance to say, hey, since we're going to aid France in this robbery, then we need to get some of this money too. So then the United States and France had a hand in the destruction, basically, of the economic systems in Haiti, and you know, affect their sovereignty, so to speak. Economically assassinated the island, you know.
Right.
And since that time, what it says, 1934, Haiti's been trying to get back on a solid footing economically, and they haven't, you know, because of our oppressor. Slack, if you could, can you continue reading and finish that?
Yes, where I left off at?
Khan.
Much of this debt to France was the legacy of what the University of Virginia...
Jump back up where it says the U.S. officially left Haiti in 1934.
Yes.
Kasha?
Yes. While the U.S. officially left Haiti in 1934, it continued to control Haiti's public finances until 1947.
The United States did what?
It continued to control Haiti's public finances until 1947.
Continue, Salakia.
Siphoning away around 40% of Haiti's national income to service debt repayments to the U.S. and France.
40% of their so-called GDP went to the United States.
Right.
40% of their GDP, gross national product. Continue.
Much of this debt to France was the legacy of what the University of Virginia scholar Marlene Diot calls the greatest heist in history. Surrounded by French gunboats, a newly independent Haiti was forced to pay its slaveholders reparations. You read that correctly. It was the former slaves of Haiti, not the French slaveholders, who were forced to pay reparations. Haitians compensated their oppressors and the oppressors' descendants for the privilege of being free. It took Haiti more than a century to pay the reparations debts off.
A century is 100 years.
Right.
So since 1934, Haiti's been trying to get back on a solid footing economically.
Right.
And all the time while they paying this reparation, the foreign governments, namely the United States, has been working to destabilize their government by sponsoring coups, sponsoring counter military exercises in the country. Now we're seeing that now you have Kenyan got soldiers in Haiti now. Kenya got soldiers down there. We know that during the time of Bill Clinton started a foundation down there that basically was robbing the whole island.
Right.
You know, so that's why it's called a robbery, the greatest heist, because the United States and France done robbed this country. Did Officer Abad, the question we need to ask is, did the United States have to pay reparation to the British Empire when they got their freedom in the Battle of Independence? Right? Did the United States in 1776 have to now write a check back to Great Britain for breaking off and becoming a sovereign country, a former colony of Great Britain? No, they were able to form their 13 colonies, form their government, and to begin their empire. Whereas not, showing you the oppressor, he doesn't recognize the humanity of anybody else, because the Haitian basically did just what the original 13 colonies did. They said, we're going to have a revolution against our oppressors and become a sovereign island nation.
Right.
But like we just said, can thou make that which is crooked straight? The oppressor with the French went in and robbed the island of Haiti, our Levite brothers and sisters. So if you didn't know, the people that's residing on the island of Haiti today are the descendants of the Levites or the children of Levi. You understand? The part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the chosen people of God. You understand? So if you can understand, Moses would be considered a Haitian today if he was walking up, because he was a Levite. And these are the people of Levi on the island, sitting right next door to their brothers, as it says in Genesis, the 49th chapter. Levi and Simeon are brethren. You understand? Meaning the Haitians and the Dominicans are brothers. Today, the Dominicans, the tribe of Simeon, today they're called Dominicans, as it was prophesied by thousands of years ago, that Levi and Simeon are brethren, but the Lord divided them. How? Through language. One speaks French, Creole, and the other one speaks Spanish. That's what's divided. You understand? And then the oppressor came in with his racism and started teaching them to hate themselves and hate each other. So they divided.
Right.
But God, through his love for his people that he promised our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, said that what? In 1969, he sent his prophets back in the earth in the name of the ISUPK. And now we're teaching the 12 tribes of Israel to return back to their identity. That's what the title of this class is. You understand? Could you read the title of the class, Officer Ibot?
Okay. Reclaiming your identity and heritage opens your eyes to the evil of this kingdom.
See, that's how important your identity is. If you don't know your identity, you don't know how you're being violated as a nation. You can't see the evil being done to your people because you're living as an individual. But as an individual, you have what? No resource. You understand? Knowing your identity, you find out that you have a people. And once you have a people, all peoples on the earth have what? A culture. And because Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians, we don't know who our people is and we don't have our culture, we go about, Officer Ibad, adopting other cultures' culture.
Right.
When you do that, you end up becoming what? A second-class citizen. You understand? We integrated into American society and American culture and became more evil and lost our what? Our cultural identity, where we had Black businesses, Black Wall Street. You understand? We had Idlewild in Ohio. We had all these different pockets of Black culture and societies within America, a nation within a nation. But we gave that all up to join our oppressor to become what? A permanent second-class citizen. But it's not going to be permanent because the Lord said what? In these last days, he's going to raise up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. And he's doing that through the ISUPK. That's why we are doing these online classes to let you know if you're so-called Negro, so-called Latino, so-called Native Indian, that you are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the chosen people of God, that you do have laws, statute, judgment, and commandments that you have to follow and keep. And that as the Lord brings down the empire called America, Babylon the Great in the Bible, that our morality, what is our morality? The laws found in the Bible, the King James Bible. You understand? The laws, statute, judgment, commandments of the Lord God. Stop eating crab, shrimp, and lobster. Stop celebrating these pagan holidays. You understand? We don't have to belabor the point. You could read in Jeremiah the 10th chapter. There is no other holiday, Officer Ibad, that Jeremiah the 10th chapter could be talking about. There's only one holiday that involved cutting down a tree and decking it. Because Christians like to play that game. There's only one holiday, and the Bible, God says in the first verse, learn not the way of the heathen. So when you're celebrating Christmas, you're learning the way of the heathen. When you're celebrating New Year's, you're worshiping the god Janus. You understand? Or the pagan god, what's his name? Marduk. You understand? And God told you, thou shalt have no other gods. Even though these are false gods, that make it even worse. You're setting up a false god in front of the living God. Your heavenly God, your heavenly Father, the Most High God, HAWAR in the Hebrew. So, you know, the oppressor, he could celebrate his New Year's. Our New Year's is in the springtime. You understand? The Passover. If you could get that for me, Officer Ibad, real quick before we end the class. The New Year actually starts in spring. Is that Exodus, the 12th chapter? Where it says this should be the beginning of months.
Right.
And then we'll end the class on that till Captain Shapar come back. And I think, what time is it? Yeah, it's 5. So you got to get ready for Shamar as well. So are you on Shamar tonight?
Not tonight.
Okay, con. All right, so but Captain Shapar, was having some technical difficulties, so Officer Abad and myself is just going to try to finish out this class, and look up the ISUPK, man. Look for us online. We're on all social media platforms, ISUPK.com. Pay your tithes, pay your Passover. We're going to be down in Houston on the ranch to celebrate the Lord's 57th annual Passover.
Right.
Go ahead, Officer Abad, if you could.
Come. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and verse 2. This month shall be unto you the beginning of months.
What's the beginning of months? The beginning of the year. The first month is the beginning of months, plural, right? So this is the beginning of months. Read.
It shall be the first month of the year to you.
And this is the first month of the year to us, to the Israelites. Read.
Verse 3. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, and the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
See, on the 10th day of the first month, the beginning of the year. This is New Year's we're reading about. But in the 10th day, you got to go get a lamb, because 4 days after the 10th day, on the 14th day, is the Passover. You have that verse, Officer Sabai? Jump down.
Verse 6. And ye shall keep it until the 14th day of the same month, and the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening.
Scroll down.
Come. What part you want me to?
Hold on, just keep going.
Yeah,
right there, verse 14.
Verse 14. Verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial, and ye shall keep it a feast to the Lord throughout your generations.
And it's a law throughout our generations. So it wasn't just back then or when Christ came on the scene, because we could read in the New Testament that Christ kept the Passover as well. The scripture says, and when he was 12, his family went to Jerusalem after the custom of the feast. That feast was Passover. Read on, Officer Abad.
Ye shall keep it a feast by an ordinance forever.
See, it's an order. That's what an ordinance is. It's an order forever. Did it just say until the Old Testament was complete or until the time of Jesus Christ? It says forever. We're going to always talk about the Passover, and we're going to talk about the new Passover, the second Egypt, the delivery out of the second Egypt. But even though we have a second Passover, we're still not going to remember the first Passover, because the Lord just said it. It shall be remembered forever. And with that, you want to bring out anything off the side?
We should be back up and running Sunday at least with Captain Shapar. If you want to tune back in for another class with Captain Shapar. But anything you want to say, HAWAR?
Yeah, so we'd like to thank the brothers and sisters online for tuning in, and value identity, man. Keep logging into these ISUPK classes, because you can see the spirit of death is in the earth. The Lord is deaf for the Lord is not slack concerning his promises. And he said, none of the words that come out of his mouth come back void. Meaning he prophesied it, he had his prophets prophesy it. World War III is on its way. All nations is about to start going to war. We just heard that Iran said that they're in an open war with the United States and Europe. You understand? The United States is attacking Venezuela. They attacked Nigeria. And just like the Lord said, all nations is going to be brought to the Middle East, into the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of decision, meaning that's where they're going to make a decision to join forces to fight against Christ. And that's going to bring about the Third World War and our deliverance. So with that, we say Shalom, Israel. We'd like to salute all the brothers. Barak. HAWAR Shem and Yajimata. Barak, salute the sisters, the Akwathian. Yahweh Shamar. The water Israel. Shalom. The water offside by it. The water.